out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. Well, Chris Brown finds himself in trouble from about 2 years ago, 2017, when he punched a photographer in his face in Tampa. Let's talk about it. Goodfellow Sports TV. Appreciate it for having you guys back once again. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And it's unfortunate, that this kid keeps, this guy we grew up with. I grew up as a teenager kid watching Chris Brown, and he, struggling, going through some things that, young millionaires and potentially he could be $100 billion or billionaire, with all the business ventures that he got going on for himself. Very smart young man is going through, man. And basically, he punched a photographer in a nightclub in Tampa in 2017, fled the scene. They had a warrant out. Obviously, he turned himself in. And now the trial is going on, about a year later. Not sure exactly what month. Had to look what month he punched him in the face in. But he didn't show up. He waived his appearance. He didn't show up. So, they're going to bring up his past about Rihanna and stuff of that nature, man. It just said 2017. I'll link that article to the description. And he's facing a third-degree felony battery. And at the end of the day, I'm not saying that he wasn't wrong. But, I'm not sure why he punched a photographer. Eventually that'll come out. But, sometimes you see them TMZ people, man, they just be harassing these artists and stuff of that nature, man. And what you got to understand and what you got to kind of teach the youth and teach the kids is that when you in school, you punch these dudes in the face, punch guys in the face when you frustrated or whatever situation may be. When you do it in the real world, you don't just get suspended and sent home or go to the principal office or get, detention. You go to the crib. I mean, you going to the crib. You know what I'm saying? You going to the big house. You know what I'm saying? So, deal with that frustration. You never know. The photographer could have been drunk. They probably couldn't be telling the full story right now. So I don't know what the full story is, and I'm not going to judge him on his past because that happens too often in America. So, of course, in this article, they're going to talk about the Rihanna situation. That's going to be attached to his name forever. But it was in a nightclub, and, pretty much he socked the guy. I don't know, what type of injuries he suffered in particular. But now, two calendar years later, they're bringing this case back up, and they say he can, obviously plead guilty and no plea or whatever it may be. When he go to trial, it could be a circus. Pretty much, hopefully, they can work it out. But don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Health Blaze, thehealthblaze.com. Using my promo code Goodfellow Unboxing, get 18% off on all natural products. That's on top of any promos or discounts they're running. You still get the 18% off. If you're in the lotions, foot soaks, bath bombs, whatever you may be in, they got it. Hair pomade, deodorant, all natural. For my fitness nuts and my organic, clean eating people, go check out the Health Blaze website and promo code in the description. But like I say, man, this dude can be, one of his dudes could have punched him. He said Chris Brown punched him, and Chris Brown said, well, I didn't even punch him. They can say we got footage, or he could have put his hands on Chris Brown first. So I'm not going to indict Chris Brown and say and do what most Americans do when it comes to black males and say he's guilty until proven innocence or even push off that perception. But like I said before, I thought, he had grown past that and he's learned to deal with the fame. But he's a very physical and violent guy. We know that. He get physical real quick. But at the end of the day, when you get in trouble, it's just like a snowball effect. It's hard to kind of shake that stigma when you're a black man in America with his fortune and his fame, or the Rihanna situation, just that situation in general. And then they try to mess with him for having a monkey, and then now this off of Chris Brown. But hopefully he resolve it. Hopefully he ain't got to deal with it too much longer. And it's some bullshit though, man. You know what I'm saying? Now if that photographer had punched Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, was supposed to file charges, man. Be a totally different outlook. Oh, true, Chris Brown is sissy, he's softy, this and that. I just want to see the footage. I want to know if the dude put hands on Chris Brown first. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what is the full story behind this, because you just don't punch nobody for no reason. Every action has a reaction sometimes. Well, in this situation, they do. So, he facing third-degree felony assault. I think it comes with a 5-year maximum. I think it is. Let me double check that. Yeah, I think it is a 5-year maximum. Yep, 5 years in prison. So usually, man, usually guys that got money and clout, they don't do the full 5. So I don't know if he's still on probation from whatever the situation may be. But hopefully he beat the case, and hopefully he innocent, and hopefully he can move on and enjoy his life and learn from this life lesson and just don't let it happen again. But it's tough, it's real tough. But Goodfellas Sports TV, I'll link the article in the description. That happened in Tampa. That's where the case is going down in Tampa. So we'll see what happens if he can strike a deal. But it seems like, according to the article, that the Tampa DA ain't trying to strike a deal. So he's either going to take it to trial like Mr. Biggs, rest in peace, Bama's own, or, he's going to try to hash out a deal to pay him some bread. But it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Your boy CJ Goodfellas. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter. Also, reach out to me in the email if you got a business question, inquiry, video request, or you want to start a channel. I'll try to help and get back to you at my earliest convenience. Don't forget, you can make a donation to the channel. You can check my Patreon out. Food for thought, a lot of talk, relationship talk about this type of stuff as well. Don't forget to help Blaze at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Box, get you 18% over there. Website, promo code in the description. They got all your products, all natural, lotion soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. We gone.